Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome, you wonderful people, to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment. This is a dedicated movie review channel, and of course all the cinemas are closed. So we've been watching a lot of films, and this is our Easter special. But what is the subject of our Easter special? Well, it does involve eggs, but it also involves big hand-looking monsters coming at your face and injecting you with their pregnancy. That's the best way I can describe it. We're going to go through the Alien series, starting with the original from 1979. So the original Alien movie was directed by the magnificent Ridley Scott in 1979. It starred Sigourney Weaver and of course the famous scene from John Hurt with the chest burster coming out of his chest. Of course, that's why it's called a chest burster. Now, interesting fact about this that most people will probably know is that they didn't tell the cast or crew about that particular scene. The only people were in the know were the director and the people that were setting it up. So they certainly didn't tell the cast. Maybe the crew knew, and obviously John Hurt knew because he had to be set up for the thing. So the reaction was genuine, and it is one of the very best scenes that I have seen in a movie ever. So memorable, in fact, that John Hurt himself has his very own cinema in Nottingham. Well, his very own cinema room in Nottingham. Can't think of the name of the cinema now, but it is a wonderful local cinema, independent, and if I remember the name of it, I will tell you what it is. He has his very own. No, it's actually not. It's at the Quad in Derby. It's not the one in Nottingham at all. The Quad in Derby has his very own cinema. It's called the John Hurt Cinema Screen. So there you go, interesting facts about the town where I live, and even I got that one wrong. But let's talk about the film. Bit of background for the film. After a space merchant vessel, so we start off with the merchants, receives an unknown transmission as a distress call. One of the crew is attacked by a mysterious life form, i.e. the alien. And they soon realise that this is just the start of its life cycle. And yes, it is very much so with the film franchise as well, because we got loads of them. Just ignore the fact that I'm wearing a Predator t-shirt to do this video. Don't have any Alien t-shirts. I need to get one. Really do love this film. Watched it over lockdown and it is fabulous. Such a good film. In fact, I watched it for my Halloween review special. I watched 31 horror movies in 31 days. Now you may think, Luke, this ain't a horror movie, but listen to my theory on this one. It has one antagonist in the xenomorph alien life form and many victims. Therefore, I am going with the fact that this is more of a horror movie, more of a slasher, based on, you know, the trend at the time in the 70s, you know, your Black Christmas, your Halloweens, etc., and going on thereafter, you've got Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. Alien definitely fits in with those kind of themes. So I would put this, even though it's set in space, and let's face it, we did get quite a few horror films in franchises that were set in space. This was the original, and it's actually scary. It's such a good film. It's beautifully shot, and I would say it's definitely more in keeping with that. And the great thing about the Alien franchise is that it does go with the times, but it does it really, really well. Well, at least the first two do, but we'll get to that later on. But this film is the original, and as much as I love Aliens, it's a different genre to me. Even though it's in the same franchise, I wouldn't like to compare the two because they're two very, very different films in atmosphere and in terms of the characters. Like, for example, in this one, obviously the characters don't know about the alien, but in Aliens, Ripley's already dealt with the alien. But now there's more of them, so she knows what they're about. She knows you shoot them, they've got acid blood. Perfect defence system, isn't it? You know, don't kill it because you'll get acid sprayed in your face. It's wonderful. It's such a great idea. And of course, the magnificent H.R. Geiger was the creator of the alien art, and this film really does benefit from having the physical injection of the actual aliens rather than going further down the line where you've got the CG versions of the alien, which obviously is cheaper, but back in the 90s didn't look too good. So I mean, even now it's questionable. But I mean, at least they've stopped using it so much. But it was going from transition from stop motion to computer animation, and it wasn't great unless it was all computer animation, i.e. Toy Story. And I think even Toy Story has references to this film, which is how great it actually is. So, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you've watched this film. Tell me what you enjoy about this film. If you don't like it, which one is your favourite of the series? If you don't like the series, give me an idea of what your favourite films are, and I will endeavour to watch them and give you a quick shot review on them. But for this is my final verdict, and that is definitely a watch it, because this film is beautiful from start to finish. It knows what it's doing. The atmosphere is creepy. You don't actually get to see the full xenomorph until near the end, so it actually creates that, what's that little chest burster turned into, and it leaves you thinking. If you hadn't seen all the other ones, or even this one, you would be wondering, because you only ever see the alien do its thing in the shadows. You see it through the reflection of the cat's eyes, for example, and things like that. And that is what makes this film really, really creepy, and it makes you think and fill in the gaps, and I like that. So, that's my final verdict. Let me know what you think of Alien, and this has been part 1 of the Easter special, i.e. the Alien franchise up to Alien Resurrection, because it's 4 weeks in what I would call Easter month, which is April, and we'll do the other ones later on down the line. But I love this series of films. On and off, it's a love-hate relationship, definitely, but generally really, really good. Great monsters, aliens, and antagonists, and one of the first films where we had a female protagonist, a female lead in Sigourney Weaver, so definitely one to watch. I will see you next time. Stay away from any alien type eggs, because you don't want a facehugger grabbing onto your face and impregnating you. Not a good way to spend 2021 after the atrocious year that we had in 2020. Till then, stay safe and keep watching the quick shot reviews, because there's plenty more where this came from. Take care and goodbye.
Hiya.